Welcome everybody. This is Beard Advice Live every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. My name is Dan C. This is the Mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
I am a 10 out of 10 right now, guys. I look forward to this show. I do a Beyond Bearded show on Sundays. That, for me, it's not stressful. Actually, I was pretty wound up about it in the beginning. Now, I'm doing better. I don't get wound up. I can focus more on the content. But I was just going to say, this show, this is hanging out with friends. This is, kind of leaning on Dan a little bit. He kind of drives the train, and I
lean on me.
Pop my head out the window and bark at stuff as we go by.
When you're not strong. That's got to be one of the greatest songs of all time.
Beautiful. Connects to the very, very, very heart of humanity.
Really is. My favorite rendition of that is in Sister Act 2 in the beginning scene when they're singing. The little kid starts singing. He's like, lean on me. And then he just belts it. If you guys have not watched Sister Act 2, it is on Disney Plus right now, and it is a very underrated movie. Sister Act 1, take it or leave it. Sister Act 2 featuring Whoopi Goldberg.
Was Whoopi in the first?
I don't know.
I think she was.
And Lauryn Hill. Most people don't even know that. Lauryn Hill is the lead actress and singer in the movie. What was I just saying?
Sister Act 2.
Sister Act 2.
Strumming your pain with her fingers.
Strumming my
pain. Singing my life with his words. Killing me softly with his words.
All right. And sometimes we sing.
And I wonder what his words were. I bet he said some mean things.
If
there's a song that passionate about it,
for sure.
Dude was not very nice.
And I would like to say hello to everybody in the chat. Hey, drop a number for us. How you guys doing? Mayor said he's a 10 out of 10. Let us know. 10 out of 10, you're feeling great. Life is good right now. 1 out of 10, yeah, got some health problems, some issues going on. Drop a comment for us. And if you're not doing well, feel free to reach out to either of us. Our Instagrams are in the description of this video. We're always happy to help, and hopefully we drop that. So, this is Beard Advice Live. On this show, we are extremely proud. I'm going to throw a little banner down at the bottom for you guys as you're dropping those comments. If you don't mind at this time, I know some of you probably forgot. I genuinely do until somebody reminds me. If you guys could hit a thumbs up on the stream right now, that is greatly appreciated and does help out what we do here. And what we do here is we help out beards. People send in pictures of their beards, couple different angles, couple different shots, and they let us know a problem they're going through. They let us know a goal that they're trying to reach, and we give advice. Myself, the mayor, the chat, the community, and we say, hey, maybe consider trimming right here. What about trying this tool to style with? Or maybe we don't like giving this advice, but sometimes it's just needed. Just let it grow. Right now, you just need a little bit of patience. And we really believe we can help the confidence, the trajectory of somebody's beard journey. And it's an amazing thing. The details for that is you just send in an email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. If you ever forget that, it's in the description of every single one of these videos. And we will get you on the next week. That's almost always guaranteed. We'll respond to you. We've got some fantastic ones tonight, as well as a pretty cool launch that I've been working on for some time now. But other than that, we do have some tried, true traditions on the show. And if you notice, we're on episode 80. Like, let that sink. 80 weeks of helping beards. So cool. But Mayor, what are those traditions we talk about here?
Just a little brief origin story. I don't know if I've ever said this, but when I started coming over to Dan's house, we didn't know what we were doing. It was with our other buddy Todd, and I would always bring him a Mountain Dew. He had little kids, and he was doing this channel, plus teaching, plus coaching, and he was whipped. So I had to bring him the caffeine in order to get him to, have a little time for me as well. So we used to just do Mountain Dew. Typically, we'll dance with every flavor of Mountain Dew except for Diet or Zero. But today we're doing something a little different because we had someone send in some goodies. Right?
We do. I'll show that in a second.
Okay.
What's the other half of the tradition?
The other half of the tradition doesn't have quite the backstory. He has gluten allergy, so beef jerky is one snack that's pretty safe as long as you stay away from the teriyaki.
Yep.
So we have beef jerky almost every week.
Yeah, pretty much. And shout out to everybody in the chat. We get these welcomes going. We're not able to address everybody, so no ignoring here. We promise. It just keeps the flow going. But Sarah says, we're about to try the Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. I am going to lay that gauntlet down for the mayor to try and snag the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. Then also, I've learned about a Dollar General exclusive
that.
Mountain Dew. So we got a couple options out there. Sarah, please let us know how that is. And then also shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We saw Beard Octane's driving. Be safe out there. All right, so we have Mr. O-R-E, Orestes is I believe how you say the name. He has hooked us up today with 3 different soda pops, aka pops, that I have never tried before. I think the mayor has maybe tried a version of 1 or 2, but not the exact kind.
We'll go step by step and we'll see. We'll discuss that as it comes out.
Perfect. And we're gonna dive right into it because we do have 3 different pops. I don't know if we'll finish them all, but hey, who knows? Let's get crazy out there. We have mandated state standardized testing tomorrow again, so we might need this. That might be needed. So the first pop that we are going to try, and again, thank you for sending. If anybody ever has something they want to send, reach out. We'll give you an address and tons of appreciation. This is called Iron Beer Soft Drink, and I have never had this, but it's been around since 1917, over 100 years, and this has been described to me as a version of a Dr. Pepper, maybe a slightly fruitier Dr. Pepper. In the chat, guys, have you ever tried Iron Beer? Now, Mayor, I believe this is one that you have tried a version of.
Was this the one with the root in it? Like it's similar to, no, I haven't tried this one.
Okay.
No, I never heard of it. Iron Beer.
So let me go ahead and read this real quick because I've never
beer.
had it. On a summer afternoon in 1917, a mule-drawn wooden wagon arrived at a popular cafeteria in Havana, Cuba. Oh, na, 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 na. It delivered the first 4 cases of a new soft drink that would soon be called the national beverage. Now, more than 80 years later, Iron Beer is still enjoyed for its refreshing flavor with just a hint of island spices. A lot can change over the years, but not the original flavor of Iron Beer. It'll be over me, man.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You want to snag that one. So,
it doesn't work like mine.
let us know, guys. Have you tried this one here? And okay, so Magic City, and they're down in Miami, a lot of Cuban flavor down there, and says super popular down here. Okay. Nice. All right, awesome. Simon, we saw all sorts of hats. I'll put a link in the description. You can check out all of those ones. They're done by my wife.
We sell the hats, but we give away the advice.
Ooh.
You know, and also the funny jokes.
Yes. So I think there are 3 styles available. So the link to the Etsy shop is in the chat, and my wife does all of that. So you want to check it out? Okay, let's go ahead and try this. And a lot of people are saying it's Iron Beer. Diablo says it's a Cuban specialty. Awesome. Oh my God, Iron Beer, I showed up at the perfect time. Okay, we're gonna give it a try. Yep, we're gonna give it a try. I think we're safe on the... Oh, that's a good sound.
It does have more calories than a can of Coke. Wait, yeah.
Interesting, really?
I think so. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember anymore. Like a regular.
It's got about the same sugar as like a Faygo or a Mountain Dew. So let's give this a shot here.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it either. If it's like Dr. Pepper, I might like it. You don't get a lot of pops marketed with metals in them. You know,
fantastic.
Aluminum fizz or titanium with jazz.
Here's my
iron.
My explanation of the taste. It is a Dr. Pepper mixed with a cream soda. Spot on. Dr. Pepper mixed with a cream soda, you guys.
But that kind of just sounds like rock and rye.
It is very similar to rock and rye for me. I get a lot of rock and rye out of that.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's rock and rye, essentially.
Yeah.
Although, smoother at the end.
And rock and rye,
is
that Faygo? Is that a Michigan thing?
Yep.
So in Michigan, Faygo is home to us. So we know about that. Yeah, it's a little bit sweeter version of a rock and rye. There you go. Yeah. It's a Dr. Pepper mixed with a cream soda. Boom.
You know what group does a lot of music about Faygo? Are you familiar with them? Did you ever listen to
the Juggalos?
Yes.
Yep.
The Insane. Yes.
ICP?
Did you ever listen to that?
So I think I've told this story once before. I'm actually pretty good friends with their main music video vixen. So in a music video, she gets stabbed and cut, not real, but like all this stuff. She's like their
she's
symbol,
in the next one, right?
You know? Yeah. She's like their symbol.
Okay.
She actually lives in our town. I know her wife. I met her wife originally, who worked with our buddy Jake at AT&T.
Oh.
And then I met the wife and then figured out that she's the music video girl in all the Insane Clown Posse music videos. So some of you have probably seen her. Yep. So, yeah. Dr. Pepper and cream soda or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that is good. Good. All right. Juggalos, yeah. Yeah, sounds like a wonderful pop. It is. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think the name is awful.
Yeah.
I think the name is terrible, but it is, really enjoyable. Hey, what's up, Guns and Beards?
Platinum water.
All right, and then we do have some jerkies. Let's go ahead and show these. The mayor brought these as backup last week, and we didn't eat them. Crowd favorite.
Yeah, go-to lately.
Brought a couple of things that I snagged from Sam's Club. A just kind of chain, okay brand, but a different kind of version of them. These are these Jack Links bars. And all I could see was this pack. Then when you turn these bad boys over, these dudes are almost as thick as a Snickers. Not quite, but they're thick, like real thick. And so the mayor's gonna do the original. Now I'm gonna do the sweet habanero. So we'll see what's going on there. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the portion of the show. First part's gonna be me talking for a little bit, but I wanted to make sure to really be able to explain this and pitch it in a way that hopefully you guys will be able to understand and kind of rock with us on this one. And it actually was birthed from this show. That's why it's being dropped tonight. So, dropping tonight, there is a link pinned in the comments. It is the top comment there, so please check that one out. DNC10 is your discount code for the company known as Alley Cat. So, what we have here is a new product called the Accelerator. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys real quick on screen. The mayor has one of these as well, and it is out. This is a 2-ounce bottle, just so you guys know. This is a 2-ounce bottle here. And what it does is it gives you a chance to fill in patches. Now, where does this come from? I made a video, I don't know, 6-9 months ago, somewhere in that range, that was about how you can possibly fill in patches with actual scientific evidence behind it in peer-reviewed journals. Well, I wanted to take it a step further and make something even better. To be just kind of transparent and honest, a couple of companies saw that video, took the idea, ran with it, made profits for themselves, and didn't even necessarily show some love in the process. And that's okay. I understand where that comes from. It's not something proprietary. I didn't invent this. I took a bunch of research and put it together. And here is the new and improved version. I have actually linked in the description all of the peer-reviewed medical studies, the journals that go with this, and I'll talk about those a little bit in a second here. But the ingredients, you have 2 carriers, castor oil and rice bran oil. Rice bran oil is a very potent hair stimulator, and it's a thinner oil, so it gives a really nice balance to the very thick and sticky castor oil. For me, I wanted to make something that you could wear throughout your entire beard, but also make it so it can go at those spots, at those patches. And if so, and some people, obviously people have different allergies and different things going on. So if you have something like, where I saw Diablo said it doesn't work for his beard, totally understand. I know everybody's got a little bit of a different thing. So those are the 2 carriers, and then the 2 essential oils. These are all organic ingredients, by the way. It does cost a little bit more. They are USDA certified organic, by the way. And that would be peppermint essential oil and lavender essential oil. Again, both of those are proven. Now, one thing that, no, you cannot use this for your head hair. It might do something, but the balance of male pattern baldness and the DHT sensitivity is probably gonna win that battle. So this is not going to be advertised as anything for your head hair. This is strictly for filling in or bringing out new hair follicles or dormant hair follicles in your beard. Now, is this a magic pill? Is this an amazing growth elixir that's gonna work for everybody? No, but it does give you a chance. Those scientific results actually beat minoxidil when studied. And I'll talk about the studies. They're not perfect, they have flaws, but it's something. And there's also generations of anecdotal evidence and people sharing their thoughts on this, their experiences on this. So it can make a chance to have some improvements. What if we don't need help with patches? Could it still be a good oil? Absolutely. It really could. And we'll talk about the scent and everything in a second here. But I want to show this real quick, and then I'll come back in a second here. Here are the titles of 4 different peer-reviewed journals and studies that are going on that I put in here, and they are linked in the description. So if you're someone that likes to read these things, please feel free. They are linked. I want to be as transparent as possible here. Peppermint oil promotes hair growth without toxic signs. There are other things that we know that promote hair growth, but they have some downfalls, like minoxidil, right? That is a risk. It is a drug. Peppermint oil beat minoxidil in studies, all studies, and has 0 toxic signs. Another one is hair growth promoting effects with lavender oil. Now, as you see in the title there, this one was performed on mice. The peppermint oil was also performed on mice, and it was performed on head hair of Indian men. Why do I say that? No reason other than that's just the facts and who it was performed on. Were any of these performed on beards specifically? No, because there's no money in that. The market's not big enough right now. But it has been shown to prove on mice. Now, is that immoral? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide, but they do have some evidence with that. Another one is about rice bran extract, which is the rice bran oil, is able to have that growth, the hair growth promoting effect. And this one may be the most potent out of all of them. And then the last one, the one that your great-grandmother's grandmother has probably used on her eyebrows, generation after generation has used castor oil to promote hair growth. My wife, Sam, firsthand, her eyebrows completely changed because of castor oil. So you put all those together with the right ratios, with the right balance, and it's 100% based on this research right here. It's not a beard oil as much. It's more for, and Gary doesn't do lavender, so he took one for the team on this one. All right. If you guys have questions, go ahead and drop those. I'll do my best with fielding these, and then I'll kick it to the mayor in a second on a couple of questions here. So does it replace daily oil usage? My intent on this is not for this to be a normal beard oil. The sole purpose of it is to help with spots that are weak, with patches. Now, with that said, can you use it as a beard oil? Yes. Can it be beneficial to your skin and hair? Yes. But for me, it is more of a spot treatment. It's an attempt to give you a chance. And again, you guys, all of the studies are linked in the description of this video right now. Real deal, actual medical peer-reviewed journals for something to check out. And let me pop back over here. So first thing I want to ask the mayor about, and I'll give this to him for a refresher. Could you describe the scent to the people? What does it smell like with that? That obviously it's lavender and peppermint. It's pretty straightforward there. But how would you describe it?
Very, just a smooth peppermint. The lavender just kind of makes it less. I'm not big into a hugely heavy peppermint, and it's very, very pleasant, very enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree. It's just fresh. Sam actually really likes it as well. And how long does someone need to use this? A year? We have people that have noticed impacts after a month to 3 months. Now, I forgot to mention this one. If you guys see this next slide here, this comment is from today. You can go to my video that dropped today and scroll down on the recent comments, and you'll see one by this Tony T. And he says, I've been using peppermint oil roughly for a month and skeptical at first, but needless to say, it works. I have new thick hairs growing in with pictures for proof. I have asked him for those pictures. I've not received them yet, but hopefully I'll be able to get those and post them. So this stuff, we actually have people, I don't know if Russ is in the chat, but Russ has been doing a similar one. Adam has been doing a similar one. Every single person I've heard back from has noticed positive growth and positive improvements in areas they have not before.
I think I see myself still using my regular oil, and then having this be just like a last step for me, especially if I have a spot or area where I'm trying to get growth, more so than putting it in. Now you could
either way. I'll piggyback off that. And Brian says, so what is the suggested use of time? Every other day, twice a week. So here, if it was me, if I have a patch that I want to fill, this is what I would do. This would be my night oil. I'm going to put this on at spots. I'm going to put it on maybe over my whole beard, and then I'm going to put my beard butter on after 5 minutes afterwards, and I'm going to let it do its thing at night every single night. That would be my advice. That would be my recommendation for you, and I would use it again 7 out of 7 days. The more you use it, the more chance of improvement you have, right? You're just playing the odds there. Let it do its thing. I have weak cheeks. Will it help? It will give you a chance.
Good.
The two spots where this is most intended is for your cheeks and then the spot below your lower lip. We have seen results with people using this and similar blends in those areas. So it absolutely could help you out there. So just something to consider on this one. Peppermint oil is more likely to work than scratching fingernails, that's for sure. I agree on that entirely there.
So do you want the actual oil sitting on your skin when you're going to bed? Like, do you want to see it, would you say? Or just kind of rub it in?
Just like a normal beard oil.
Okay, so nothing special as far as like putting it on like you would a cut or something like that.
So the only difference with the application of this is you can put it at specific areas, but you still want to do exactly like you normally do. Massage it in with your fingertips, get a comb afterwards and work that into your pores. Apply it the normal way. And I do plan on making a video about this for next week, but dropping it right now and getting everything down as well. And yes, dropper tops due to the thickness, ease of use. It is a 2-ounce bottle. And I believe it's just under $25, which especially when you use DNC10, that takes off another, $5, $20? You're talking $10 an ounce here. Amazing deal. This, I want to be super crystal clear. This is not a money grab. This is not a snake oil thing. For a 2-ounce oil that had growth in it, we could have tried to take the market, and for one that's going to have results, we could have charged a lot more. This is not about making money. This is not about selling a product. I get messages on a daily basis, literally a daily basis, saying, Dan, I have a weak spot. What can I do? I wanted to make something that would actually give them a chance that is also safe. I did not feel good about myself always recommending minoxidil and then telling people, go research the risk though. Go check out the risk. That didn't feel right to me. So I've been working on this for at least 6 months to find what I believe is the best formulated oil blend that can possibly help out your growth. And that's that. It might help. It might help. I can tell you for a fact, this type of blend did work on my wife's eyebrows. So and you can message her, you can ask her, go get all the details. You know, Sam does not hold back her words. So it really could make a difference with eyebrows. If you have a spot with any, hey, there's Tony right there. Tony, feel free to drop any comments, man. He left that comment today. So we'll come back to this one. How long does the scent last? Not too long because they are real essential oils. They are the lighter kind of oils. I would say 2 to 3 hours the scent profile would last for. So yep, about 2 hours. It is not dishwasher safe, Jesse.
Aw.
So yeah, thank you, Chris. Thank you. And yep, the first and only company I approached about this was Alley Cat. We had talked about stuff similar in the past, and we wanted to make something that could really possibly help out some people. But again, guys, we are not marketing this as a miracle. This is not a surefire gonna make your beard grow type thing. It just scientifically gives you a chance. Okay, so if you only use this in trouble spots, would you go with an unscented oil yeah, that would be a great option, Jason, or one that blends with it. It's a light scent. It's a refreshing scent. It's not something that's really gonna clash with a lot of things. So it definitely can be something that could help you out. Does it help grow back hair? I need to get a new coat for the start of next year. Yes, I can almost promise you, if you apply it on your back hair, it will make your back hair grow. There's far less challenges on growing back hair than there is your beard or your head hair.
You think there's no research on beard hair?
Right.
The back hair industry is in its very infancy.
Yep. So again, guys, I'll probably pop back to this throughout the show because this is when it's dropping tonight. The link is in the chat right now. If you have questions, feel free to message me afterwards. I just genuinely believe it can help you guys out, and I feel very good about myself that I have those studies to be able to show that it's not just something that I heard from somebody's aunt and all this stuff. It really is formulated and put together. Also, next week I told the mayor about it. I found a study today that is going to rock at least my channel, something I've been talking about for a long time with no evidence, and I finally found actual, real, undisputable evidence. It's super cool, man. I'm very, very excited. So Dan, do you think the peppermint? Yeah, it's similar to the Command and Conquer. I do think my beard growth and my beard health has been aided by my love of peppermint, right? That's documented. It's true. It's real. So I do think that could. If it works, how long do you have to keep using it? So once those hairs come in, they are permanent. a difference with something like minoxidil. Oftentimes minoxidil will come in with like those vellus hairs or the baby hairs that come through, and then it has to go through certain cycles. This is going to grow full real hairs. Essentially what it's doing, you guys, is it's waking up dormant hair follicles. You likely have those patches, you likely have those hair follicles deep down below, but something has stopped them from growing. Whether it was some trauma that happened in your life, whether it's stress, whether it's your diet, whatever it may be, this is kind of like shaking them and waking them up. So that's the main purpose of this thing too. So keep that in mind. And yes, if you want your back hair to grow like crazy, biotin would help. Yep, so my suggestion is wearing it at night. I believe that's gonna be when it's the most effective. You don't have stress, your blood flow's going nicely. So I think that will make a big, big difference. So yes. All right, so keep that in mind, guys. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Super, super excited about that one. I'll trade some back hair for Iron Beer.
We'll talk.
Yeah, right.
You may be able to keep that back hair, though.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get the show started here. And like I said, we'll refer back to this, and we have 2 more pops that we'll be consuming over the night as well. Yep, the Jack Frost does have peppermint. The difference here, though, this is the exact amount of peppermint oil and lavender essential oil down to the exact amount of weight that is used in these studies. It goes up to the legal limit, not above it, and it really follows the studies. So that should be pretty amazing. And Kevin, this is a permanent item. No rush, no FOMO, fear of missing out. We plan on having this here forever. As long as people want it, we'll keep it going. Can you use it with beard butter? Yes, Mark. I actually recommend using beard butter over the top of it to lock it in. 100% you can use that. Yep. All right, guys. And if anybody said anything out there and we missed something, I apologize. That was not intended. Mark says, there's an undeniable satisfaction for a good long research. Thank you, Mark. It was not rushed. I knew how sensitive this topic can be, and I know how worked up people get anytime you talk about hair growth. Right, people freak out. They want to deny it. They want to say it's a scam.
Man, I was doing that all beforehand, just having a fit.
Yeah, he was giving it to me.
Woo!
So I understand that. So I want to make sure that I can really, really deliver it, and I did. That blind beard guy, if you sent it in just a few minutes ago, chances are we might not have got it. If it was in before 8:30 tonight, you're in 100%. But if it was after 8:30, it'll likely be next week. We have to set up the show. There's obviously, you see what's in front of you. There's a whole process that comes with it. So in the future, yeah, just get that in and you'll be in next week.
Editors.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Does this product ship internationally? Romania, they are in the chat right now. Alley Cat, if you could answer that, let us know. You can mix it with other oils, but it's just gonna dilute the potency of it and make it less effective.
You want it to be balanced when it's on your skin.
Correct. So I would not recommend doing that. I don't see a lot of benefit to doing that. If you apply this first and then you put stuff over it, you're fine. But I don't recommend mixing it with other ones, okay? If you guys grab it, send me a message, let me know, and then please, if somebody wants to document their journey, take weekly pictures from the same spot, the same lighting, the same distance, man, I welcome that tenfold. This is not something I'm worried about. It might work, it might not, but if we have some like progress pictures, that'd be really cool. Really, really cool. All right, ready to rock and roll this, man?
Let's go.
Ready to rock and riot? Oh yeah, and there's the studies. I'm really happy with how that turned out too. Again, I wanted to make sure I was presenting this correctly tonight, and hopefully you guys see that and understand the tone and delivery in which it's coming from.
This is Caleb H. 8 months into growing my beard, but do not like the patchy spot under my underlip or soul patch. Any advice to getting the hair to grow under my lip?
Caleb can verify this in the chat if he's in here. I did not ask Caleb to send in for the show. I did not ask him to put this as his topic. It literally came in this week, the week of launching the accelerator, and I was like, no way. There's no way possible that this happened, but this is true. Read that. Okay, here's Caleb right here. And again, the Bearded Fisher, he can verify. This is not set up. I did not ask him. I didn't even know he was the Bearded Fisher, so I couldn't even help you out there. And who is it? Shrey? Shrey, what up, Shrey? Welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate that. Awesome. All right, Caleb, let's go ahead and check out your beard here. And so he said 8 months into growing, and he's essentially saying, I have that spot under my soul patch. You guys, I get messages like this every day. This is why I wanted to create something that could actually work. That's actually based in science.
Worth trying.
Yes. I saw it come in. JT verified there. All right, Caleb, let's go ahead and take a look at your beard. Awesome. So first off, Caleb, everybody, give your thoughts on his beard. Fantastic beard.
Don't
Great
even
beard.
see it.
Never in a million
Right.
years would have I looked at that spot unless you pointed it out. And I will say, Caleb sent in this picture first, and you don't really see it at all.
Right.
Then he sent in a follow-up picture and said, hey, I want to show you this one. It really shows more of what I am talking about. And so I said, okay, all right, that's good. Good to know. What's up, Gary? And that's my same exact problem. All right, say, Mark, hey, you guys are not alone, right? We've talked about it before.
Right. It's very common.
It's very common. It's built into the Beard Octane logo, right? You know that that's a normal growth pattern. Almost always my advice is, we don't notice it, keep rocking. However, if there is something you want to work on, I do believe that this product could help that out. So the only advice I would have for you, Caleb, is to either just rock what you got, man. Amazing beard. Nobody's looking at it. Or give this accelerator a try. Put it on at night. Comb it in. And let's see what it does, man. Let's see if it fills in. That would be, that would be amazing.
You know, we always talk about that area can be very, very slow growth. Guys like to hack away at the little hairs as they grow out and kind of just look crazy. But truly, it's, you know, even if you don't get new hairs growing, definitely never touch it, never mess with it, and just kind of eventually get length in there, because hairs are going to grow longer, right? That's just what they do.
Yep.
So you can brush and style it a little bit better, but totally a normal look for a beard. Like, it doesn't really stand out to us at all. We can all, and that's the thing we talk about on this show a lot. If you take enough pictures, you're always gonna get a nasty, bad picture. You know, I was talking to my wife about this today. Like, why are we like that? If there's 10 pictures of us, the one where our guts like hanging out or whatever. Why do we like get that in our head that that's how we look to everybody? When really, most of our pictures are amazing.
Right.
We just kind of are so hard on ourselves as humans. That's not how you look. At your worst picture, nor your best picture, to be honest, is where you appear to people. It's somewhere in between.
Yeah, and I hope Caleb and everybody else are reading all these comments that are in here. Like people say, wouldn't have even noticed it. The rest of the beard pulls the attention away. It's not noticeable. That stash is killer, right? Would never pick that out without you pointing it out. So just keep that in mind. And I think I've read 4 or 5 people that have already said that I'm happy with my patch. I think Eric with an A said he has the same patch. And then
Right. Joe made him cut it in.
Yeah, right, to match the logo.
You don't look. I'm sorry.
Yep, you can't be on the
bushy
team
here, Eric.
And G. Lou brings up a good question, because trauma, something that happens to the outside of your face that messes with the follicle and can leave those hairs dormant under the surface, that can cause that. For example, if you have a scar, for example, if you have a burn, or even if you have something that just hits you, right? There's been people that have been hit with a baseball and then hair never grows again. G. Lou says, I'm curious if excessive wiping in that area from eating or something could cause loss of hair. That could be. It could be something that's on your normal daily basis that's doing that. Maybe you brush your teeth and every day you wipe your hairs afterwards, right? I shower, so it just rinses it out automatically. But that could be. Maybe that's a reason why it's so common.
Could be a tuba player.
Yeah.
Barp, barp, barp.
Truly though. So just something to keep in mind. Do you trim the soul patch? No, we don't. I've never once recommended I've never seen a situation where I'm like, you should trim the soul patch.
It's just too crucial to the beard and the structure of the beard.
Yep.
We get too many questions like this.
Right.
You know?
So many questions like this. So guys, just know you are not alone. It is very common. And when we say we don't notice, that's genuine. Is not, if you show me that picture of Caleb, I am not thinking about that. It doesn't cross my mind.
And if you don't believe me, ask my wife. There's so many things that I don't notice all day long. Everything I do, I basically notice nothing.
He's got
so
the
good. As Dan Ann knows,
the experience there.
There you go, expert.
Yeah. All right. Real quick, I want to give my breakdown on the beef stick or the beef bar from Jack Links that has here. Good flavor, but it's got that texture of
processed.
Yeah, where it's not like a strip of meat. It's like you took meat.
It's like a fruit bar.
Yeah, it's like a fruit bar. Exactly. You took meat and then not processed. I don't think that's the right word because
squished it.
Yeah, it's not like fast food where they're adding binding and all that kind of stuff. That's bad. It's like they ground up the meat and then put it together in a shape.
Press it?
Yeah, they shaped it.
Like the McRib.
They formed it.
That McRib, that's not really a rib shape.
Right.
I just figured that out.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's all rib meat either.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
Or meat.
So just, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to enjoy it. I have a whole box upstairs. I don't have a choice. And I don't waste money, so I will be eating it. And the flavor really is good, though. It is really good. So, yeah, I'll be curious the mayor's thought on there. And I am still digging the Iron Beer.
Iron Maiden.
The only thing with the Iron Beer is a lot of the pops like this, like Mountain Dew, I can down a bottle no problem. The pops that have that super carbonation, I have a tough time drinking a lot of it.
Yeah, I think the citric acid actually cuts the bubbles on Mountain Dew and the sweetness to where we can ingest an insane amount of sugar.
Yeah.
I don't think the old.
Well, this has just as much sugar, if not more.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this has 47 grams of sugar.
So a little bit too bubbly for your tum-tum.
It's not that I dislike it. I just can't drink it like a Mountain Dew. I can just take down.
Right.
I can just take it down.
You have to slow yourself down on that.
Yeah.
Agree.
And the Bearded Fisher, aka Caleb, says, thanks everyone for the encouragement. Like y'all said, I'm definitely my own worst critic. We all are. For the most part.
Even me.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do, Caleb, pick up the accelerator, and you said you're going to show those pictures, please do it, man. Please keep showing us. Hey, Dan, I just sent over the best picture I could of the new hair growth on your Instagram. Also, oh, cool, Tony. I will check that out, man. Thank you. It is Iron Beer. That is the name of it. I'll show you guys over here. But yeah, it's Iron Beer. And I guess it is a Cuban specialty. It's from Havana.
I kind of was just wondering if there's like why it's called Iron Beer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Didn't say.
You know, it's just one of life's mysteries.
Mm-hmm. All right. Did you try the jerky?
I was gonna read the intro because I'm learning with the show.
Perfect.
If you got one coming up, you shouldn't throw a pile of meat in your mouth.
Perfect. Then I'll hit the advice.
All right. This is Cedric M. I'm 26, going for length of my beard. Any recommendations would be much appreciated. Thanks.
Awesome.
Smiley face sunglasses.
I have not tried the Nitro Pepsi. I think isn't it supposed to be like coffee-like? But
Coke has one. I have tried that one.
Yeah. I'm not interested in that.
I liked it, but Betsy, he's buying the zero version of it.
Oh.
And it's
Oh, yikes. All right, and we have, that's me. What up, Cedric? All right, so let's go and take a look here. 26, going for length on my beard. Any recommendations? Let's see what he's got. Caleb, great start, man. So here's the key things. I love that he laid out his goal. He showed us where he's at. I don't see any problems, any issues here at all. And he said, I'm going for length. Cedric, let it go, man. This is a situation where you just grow. The biggest thing at this point is it's probably, I don't know if you are or not, but make sure you are not starting to touch that neckline.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it doesn't, maybe just a sliver here, but it doesn't even really look like it. If you are at all touching the neckline, let it grow. Leave it alone at this point. There is no need to do anything from here. Just simply let it grow. The other area as you get length that you might want to consider would be on the sides over here. It looks like you're doing a really good job of tapering and fading those sideburns of the beard. The head hair is immaculate, dude. Great barber that you have there. But as you get length, this area, I would like to see you grow out more so it's not just like an explosion of beard down here. We want to have a nice transition, and that's going to start by letting this area grow out a little bit.
And I just want to add, Cedric, that should you in your adventures decide that, hey, maybe I'm more of a short beard guy, as the mayor of short beards, I would tell you you're absolutely right, and you should consider that look for yourself as well. I think that we get a little bit more length in the front, leave the back nice and full like it is. You're there. You're dancing in short beard land. You may be an elected official. But I just say that because we always get this mindset, especially when we started doing this show, it was bigger, grow, years, dual years, 5 years, 10 decade years, and short beard style. There's a lot of guys that rock that really well.
Yeah.
So don't ever rule something out.
Yeah, I would call this a full beard.
Yeah, right.
That is a full beard. So yes, Caleb, I'm gonna come back and explain the accelerator in a little while. I don't want to overdo it right now, but I would promise I got you, my friend, if you're able to stay around for a little while. Hey, Dave, welcome on in. And he said, where is it at? Yeah, sides were faded a month ago. Yep, looks like it. And yeah, just keep it coming in. About a month, maybe report back to us like Leo said there and let us know kind of where you're at. And we'll see where we're going. But pretty simple on that one is keep letting it go. be conscious of those sides.
You have an A in growth. Like
Coverage, density,
your fullness.
Yep, everything.
You say he was 20. He was young, right?
26. Yep, 26.
All the places you will go.
There, and I giggle because like I'm on the younger side of things. It's like it's so interesting what everybody's go-to is with age. Like no matter what, it's like, oh, you got the whole life ahead of you. It's just so like we fall in these like patterns, and it's just so interesting.
You know what it is? It's all about our experience.
Yeah,
it's all about who was I at
back,
that age?
yep.
Who was I?
It is interesting because we put that on people. Right?
I'll tell you, bruh. 3 little kids. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, keep your head low. Don't look anybody in the eye and keep moving through day to day. They get a day older every day.
Yeah. Mayor, thoughts on the bar?
Enjoyable, exactly like you described.
Yeah.
I will eat the heck out of it.
Yep, I will eat it. It's not our favorite texture in the world. But that's interesting, too, because Dukes are some of our favorite. The sausages like these. And this is almost the same thing.
But it's it's like a natural casing. We are big on the casing.
That's true.
And the filling is like...
Because the inside is jumbled up meat pressed together. So, yeah. And awesome biotin if you're trying to really grow. Sarah's right. Biotin's going to be where it's at there. And I'm telling you, my descriptions are on point tonight. This iron beer is a Dr. Pepper mixed with cream soda. Like it really is.
It finishes differently than the Rock and Rye, but it's very similar to me. If you guys don't know Faygo, that's why I think they're cream soda, Dr. Pepper kind of thing.
Yep. What's up, Gary? All right, hit this next one here, and then in a bit we'll get our next pop and try that one and see where the next takes us. If we don't get to the third one, we'll do it next week.
All right, this is Judd. This is the beard in its natural state. Suggestions? ? Accusations? Heated brush? Probably want to go another 3 inches. I'm open to your feedback.
And you said it correctly. You passed the test. It's not Jude. It is Judd. And I say that because I butcher it, and I've many times said Judd, or I've said Jude when it should be Judd.
My nephew is Jude.
Oh, okay. And spelled like that?
No.
Oh,
Jude's
Jude.
got an E.
See, I can't even get my talking right there.
I was in Oklahoma musical in high school. You know that?
Probably. It makes sense,
And Judd's a character.
Okay, that makes sense.
guy.
That makes sense. Big Stu, yeah, you're right. YouTube, I don't know if you guys noticed, when they, about a week ago, maybe a little bit more, they changed the thumbs up animation, the like animation. Instead of just turning blue, it puts like confetti and colors like that go all over. So if you guys haven't tried that, please consider hitting that thumbs up. There's probably about 20 of you watching right now that have not hit the thumbs up. If you guys could just take that brief second, that could make a big difference.
It's like when I don't know if you're probably too young for this, but when I went to school, if you went
there
to
he
school.
goes again with the ageism.
And you went to school every day when I was a kid. We got an award and a free meal at a restaurant. Did you get anything like that?
I got even bigger. I won the President's Award in high school.
Okay.
I never missed an hour of high school.
Your teachers are like, can you just miss an hour? But it was Ponderosa. Do you remember hearing Ponderosa? And then your gen was like Pizza
They still
Hut.
have Ponderosa.
Personal pan pizzas for reading.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, fun fact. I did win the President's Award in high school. Pretty crazy. Did I actually go every day? No, but I worked my senior year as an office assistant. So I controlled the attendance. So I'm not saying I manipulated it.
The fix is in.
Yeah, but when it comes with the
George
role,
W's coming back for his award. Flying in a helicopter.
Yeah, we had.
This is void.
Yeah, I actually got to go have dinner in Lansing with the governor, and it was Granholm at the time. All right, Judd, here we go, man. If you're in the chat, Judd, drop a comment. Awesome, man. Circle beard, goatee, whatever you would like to call this on here.
Very full.
Uh-huh.
It is. He's kind of dancing between a couple of little of our.
Let's hit these. Heated brush, suggestions. He wants to grow another 3 inches. What is our feedback for his growth for 3 more inches?
I think you're set. You look like you're really well set up for it. You might be coming a little high on your neckline underneath there to get that 3 inches. It might end up being a little thinnish when you get 3 more without a little bit more of a support in the back. But I don't think that's. I think that's going to be close, if anything, to being a big deal. Mustache, excellent. Heated brush, I don't know. I don't really. I think it's very full looking right now, and if you made it too straight, it might.
Yeah, no heated brush.
Yeah.
I don't see any style benefit to a heated brush. It might make your beard a little bit longer, but also thinner. I like the thickness and the texture of it right now.
I don't think there's much. You're killing it.
Yeah, keep growing.
Mustache is good.
Keep an eye on that neckline and the transparency, just like the mayor said. But I wish I had more to give to you. But man, it's dense. It's got great color, great texture.
Nothing wrong with sending in and us saying you're doing the right things.
Right.
You know, but it looks very healthy, and I think I'm very hesitant to ever give too much advice to somebody who's got a great, healthy-looking, well-managed beard.
Yeah, awesome, man. That looks like a competition goatee. So consider looking into some of those. So
Be a good band name.
Yep. Ooh,
Competition goat.
that is pretty
You
good.
did a new single? Yeah, man. All right, this is Brian B. I have a problem with the left side of my mustache. Recently, I've become more aware of my stash, and the left side curls up and the right side curls down naturally. I've tried heat for straightening the stash out, but the left side won't straighten out. I have followed the heat plus tension direction, yet the side doesn't work. Maybe inexperienced? Should I trim the stash back? What's your opinion? The picture with the green shirt is before and the other is after.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, I was
All about the
fixing my
mustache.
chew here. Yep, all about the mustache one on this, guys. And Brian, I do have some great advice for you. All right, so a couple of things here going on with your mustache. You said you've tried heat, but you can't get it. You will. That I actually talked to somebody separately today, and the same exact thing. They said, I'm going for a lazy walrus. I can't get the heat to work. You can. I promise. My mustache, one side is thicker, one side is thinner, one curls up, one curls down. I go through these same exact things. I was very frustrated. Go look at my older videos. You can tell now I've really dialed it in, and it comes down to how I use that heated brush. I leave it on there, really make sure I'm getting that tension part of it going nice and slow. And here's a big part as well, Brian. I'm gonna see if this will bring it a little bit bigger there. It looks like the middle, actually it doesn't look like, it is. The middle of your mustache, I believe at some point you have trimmed shorter than the sides of your mustache. When you look here, this is definitely cut off while this is longer. When you're trying to get a symmetrical mustache, when you're trying to get a lazy walrus, that's a big no-no. And it's something where you're gonna be able to tell, and you're gonna have all these problems because you're getting these guys to sweep, right? You're getting them to go, but they're much shorter than this side here. So I think the main meat of your problem is that trimming that you did in the middle. So what I would advise you doing right now is it may be taking 2 steps back before you take 5 steps forward, but you do need to trim the sides of this mustache to match the middle. And the middle's fine. You still have good body there. It's gonna look like a nice,
similar to mine.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a nice, well-kept mustache. It's not gonna be the biggest, the bushiest, burliest, lazy walrus in the world, but you do need to trim those even if you want that symmetrical look. If you don't want that frustration of it going all over, when you have those 2 different sizes, it's impossible to control. You're not gonna be able to win that battle. Let it grow in evenly, and then trial and error, practice with your heat methods. I promise you will get it. But that is one thing that is a huge, huge problem with mustaches. And to be honest with me, it's one thing when I see it, it's a pet peeve of mine because I'm like, no, don't do that. You're not alone though. There's many, many people that have done that. I've done that before. I've learned from it. Hopefully that will help you guys it out.
I've never thought about a bigger mustache for myself.
No?
No.
Well, your style is so like dialed in and like
I got my look, and I like it more, at least especially in this area. Like, yeah,
your style is uniform,
Yeah.
right? Your mustache is not. It's uniform. There's not much uniform about mine. Now, I mean, I know obviously it's not like raggedy and all over the place, but it just has a different feel, different style to it.
that's
so,
what we offer.
correct. But you also care about your head hair. You also care about those things which matches your style. I don't. So it kind of matches my style there. So
Yeah,
Brian,
we get along.
right, exactly. I would trim it now and then let it grow back in for the long run after that. Yep.
One of the rare cases of kind of that trimming to get back, and you're going to see that more with a mustache than you will other things because it's such a small area that your balance is so important for the look.
Yes. And hey, a lot of people are giving good feedback here. Like Mark says, leave it alone and let it grow. So let me give my reasoning, and there's no wrong answer to this. All of these suggestions are correct. It just comes down to personal preference. For me, I would trim it now and let it grow in together because I believe it will look better along that growth together. If you let it grow out now, for me personally, I don't think it will look as good. But if you trim it back to more like the mare style, as you grow, I think it's going to look uniform. I think it's going to look really nice. And mustaches grow freakishly fast for most people. So my advice to have the best journey, right? The best trip along that journey is to trim it back now and then let it grow in as compared to letting it grow and then trimming it back. That would be my suggestion for this exact situation.
Don't try to take your nose hair out with one of the wax things and not put the mustache thing on first. That's a tough one to come back from.
Are you fully recouped from that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
Was
all
that how long ago? Was that like last year?
Let's say maybe 6 months ago. So yeah, absolutely could be.
A little funny story on that.
Yep, the left side texture. Brian, almost everybody has that. Our mustaches just grow very differently. It's got a world of its own. It really is. And another thing to consider is using wax. I don't like it personally, but a lot of people pulled off really, really well. So yeah, absolutely. And let's not overlook the fact that it is a great beard, man.
Absolutely.
The color, the texture, and I know Brian personally, guys. I've actually met Brian in person, took some pictures. Absolutely great guy. So I know him very, very well. Why does the mustache grow faster than the beard? It just has to do with those actual spots on your face. For whatever reason, the areas that grow the fastest on our facial hair, generally, there's always exceptions, but generally would be your mustache and then along your jawline. Any more you go north, any more you go south than that, it usually slows down on the growth, and they usually have shorter terminal lengths. The mustache has a decently short terminal length, but it grows fast. So, yeah, just a consideration there. But Brian, I feel pretty strongly about that advice to trim it even now and then let it grow back. So that would be my thoughts on those ones. All right, how you doing on your iron beard? Mine's actually almost gone.
You
downed it?
I bench pressed it.
Okay, let's go ahead and see. I think we have something next here. Boom, baby. All right, guys and girls in the chat, please drop a comment of a question that you have, especially if you have something for the mayor. Please, right? The mayor has his own show on Sundays nights at 9 p.m. Eastern called Beyond Bearded, but that's not to discuss beards for the most part. It comes up, it's natural, of course.
If you say it, you get docked.
Right.
Like
right.
$10,000.
Out.
Right.
You're booted. But this is your chance. Ask him about his heated brush. Ask him about his style. Ask him about anything that has to do with beard care, or me, of course. I am here as well. Okay, here we go. Iron beer, Spanish 3 syllables.
Iron bed.
Iron bed. Iron beer, Iron bed. Okay, so it's Spanish. That would make sense why it is there. All right, Mayor.
Yes.
Tell them about our, in the most positive light, of course, our testing at school through the lens of a teacher, because they don't get to see this. State mandated, standardized testing. What's it like? What's the perspective of a teacher, maybe a student? Any thoughts there?
I'm a parent too. I would.
Oh yeah.
So we're doing testing. Essentially, state testing is all about kind of accountability for the teachers, which stinks because who's it hardest on? It's hardest on the kids. Now you do get information on them. We did like 2 hours of it, and the kids were kind of brain dead after that. They always are. It's always a tough day. I wish that we had half days maybe, because they're doing their best, which I'm pretty proud to say at our school more or less they do.
Agreed.
Which is rare, honestly. You're not like bribing them with free stuff. But if they do their best, they don't have a ton of focus power left by the time that's over with. So that's frustrating. What do you do with them the rest of the day? How do you make it productive?
Yeah, I'll pause in real quick. I give very cake lessons. My question of the day today was, what's the coolest dinosaur? Like I say, hey, if you guys are gonna put in your work, if you're gonna put in the time, I am going to, hey, Nailbagger, I'm going to make sure the day's easier on you as long as you can be respectful of that. So I think you're spot on. They're dead after that.
Right. And so, my question today was, what's cooler, a short beard like mine or a longer beard? And I didn't use your name, but, they all vote short beard. No, I do. I love throwing those questions out to them. All in all, state testing, whatever, it kind of pays the bills. Like, I know there needs to be accountability for teaching and education and learning. It's been a weird year, and sometimes, with COVID and everything like that, I guess we just need to check in and see where we're at. But I wish there was an easier way on the kids.
Absolutely.
That we're doing it more regular. I don't know.
I agree. Can you explain terminal length a bit more? Yeah, Clover. So I probably need an updated video of this. I do have an old video. Terminal length, by definition, at its core, is a length that an individual hair cannot grow past. Every hair on your body has a terminal length, right? Our arm hair has a terminal length that's relatively short, like 1/4 of an inch. Your head hair has a relative terminal length. Every different part of your beard has a different terminal length. Now, where it gets more complicated is most people never actually hit their terminal length. There's usually other factors that stop a hair from growing or make a hair fall out or have breakage or a change in the hair growth cycle. Normally, it's not going to be a fixed thing. Wherever you're at right now, right, 34 years old, my terminal length will probably... But I'm turning 34. I don't know. I'm in my some 30s. Yeah, I'm 33.
And you're gonna be 34.
33, turning 34. Gosh, yeah, I really don't. Mine will be different when I'm 44. So it can change based on your age. It can change based on your diet, your exercise, your health. All those things can change your terminal length. So really, practically speaking, terminal length is a moving variable. It will change throughout your life. But to answer the question, it is the point in which an individual hair cannot grow past anymore. So, good question there. Any products suggestions for very dry, sensitive beard? Eczema? Aaron, try a ostrich oil. I've found and heard that different things like eczema, ostrich oil is one of the best things. Look up my review on Magic City Beard Co. They have an amazing 75% ostrich oil blend that can really, really help you out. Do you ever make your own beard oils? Brian, I do have if you just look up DIY DNC Bearded, you'll find a video where I show different recipes. I made a thin one, a medium one, a thick one. Do I do it other than that video? Absolutely not. Mayor?
I never have. Just of all the time I have, I trust the companies, way better. I get to enjoy the products. It's kind of a sweet deal.
Yeah.
I understand the process way more than when I started with this, but still, no, I've never tried to make my own.
Dan, which would be longer list? Beard companies you've tried versus ones you haven't? Absolutely ones I haven't. There are so many beard companies out there now. I've only scratched the surface. Now, I've done probably per year 30 to 40 different companies. I've been doing this for 4 years, so that's a significant amount of companies. But no, there's so many more out there. Is there a free shipping available? Alley Cat will help out in the chat. I don't know off the top of my head on that one. All right, Mayor, watch your Aberlight video. Do you like the Pro? Does it do good on short beard? Maybe for this short time.
I do like the Pro very much. I used the Kushel Bar for almost 2 years before I ever used the Pro. It is a better brush by far for me and what I've experienced. There's excellent on a short beard. A heated brush, specifically the Aberlight Pro we're talking about, is the tool. You're not gonna get a blow dryer and a hairbrush and get this beard done. You've got areas where
it's the best
for me. It's
fantastic.
The best. I think if you haven't considered it, you should.
It's what you use every day.
Yep. I've never used a blow dryer.
Yep. All right, and real quick, we got more questions we're gonna get to here, you guys, but I want to show the next pop that we have. So we have here
Junepina,
and it is a pineapple soda. A pineapple soda. If you guys have ever tried this, drop a comment in the chat, or if you've ever had a pineapple soda. I absolutely love pineapple, and I love soda, so this should be a match made in heaven. All right, Mayor, I'm gonna have you read this, and then you address this relative to Beyond Bearded.
All right, want to see some pomade reviews. Gotta say, looking slick, rocking a beard to match. So I think stay tuned. I know Beard Octane has a pomade. It may be even this week. Who knows? We'll talk about that. But what hair products, what we're gonna get into. Pomade is I think that's a good face. Pomade is like your gel, but typically a higher end gel they call a pomade. So yeah, maybe tune in Sunday. We'll probably be talking about that one and maybe another one for Beard Octane.
Doug, I think, has a minor in Spanish, if I remember correctly. He says, Jupena. Jupena. Oh my gosh, this is get in there. Get in there right now, you guys. This is one of the best sodas I've ever had in my entire life. It's refreshing. It's wonderful. It reminds me of dessert. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
That's excellent.
Holy crap.
That's special.
Oh my gosh. Guys, if Dole Whip, you know Dole Whip from Disney, if Dole Whip was a soda, this is a summer day out on the deck, grilling on the Blackstone, got the solo stove rocking, got the kids playing. Oh my gosh, this is a dessert in my mouth. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys, this is, how much sugar is in it? Probably too much.
210, it's even bigger than the other one.
53 grams of sugar. A lot.
All a
ridiculous amount of sugar, but this is our treat yourself.
Right.
Just keep that in mind.
My exercise.
Yep, treat yourself. All right, Mayor, there you go.
Mayor, how many beard tools do you use in your daily routine, and what are they? Great question. Daily routine is going to be typically my Aberlite heated brush. I use a number 8 comb to bring out the hair and kind of straighten the underbeard and all that. And then I use my airbag brush from Beard Octane, which is just like a big paddle brush that I love. Those are the big tools. And then at work, I keep like a Chicago number. Either I'll have my pick, so the number 7, or I'll do like a head hair, like a number 1, and have that in my desk drawer, which I can use for my beard too.
Cool. I started using ostrich oil blown away. It's very different. If you've never experienced a majority blend of ostrich oil, it's very, very different. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh man, yeah, the counselors. We have one counselor that kind of handles everything at her job, and she gets the blunt of all of this. Jordy, man, I do not sympathize with you, or I do sympathize for you. Some of my mustache hairs are totally straight and stiff. Hate don't make them soft and they don't flow like the rest. Are they dead or something? Nope, that's just mustache hairs, man. They are different texture, different thickness, different directions.
You're gonna get a rogue every once in a while. You just have to talk it through with them and figure out what's the best plan, or if they don't need to be a part of the situation.
Hair grows from the bottom of the hair. It grows from where it's connected to your face. It grows from the follicle and then grows out from there. Now, the saying is like hairs are dead. That's true, but it's not fully true. What do I mean by that? Your hair can still get nutrients. Your hair can get dry and brittle, but it can get hydrated from internally. But yes, it grows from the base. Okay. Real question. Is there a terminal width? Does a beard hair get thinner as you get older? There is a terminal width for the different stages you're at. When your hair changes pigment, like a gray, white, silver beard, it does get thinner. Say that one more time. When your hair turns to a white, gray, silver hair color, it does get thinner. It is literally losing the outer layer of your hair. Your hair has 3 different layers to it. The outer layer is the thinnest, luckily. The middle is the thickest. It's called the cortex. And then the middle of it is like a thin little kind of like core base. So you lose that outer layer of protection once that hair turns gray. Yeah. And the cortex is the most important, though. That's where the fibers are. That's the strength of the hair, the health of the hair. You want to protect the cortex. My beard is pushing past 8 inches. Whoop, whoop. It's beginning to get caught while moving boxes at UPS. I'm not ready to trim. Should I ponytail? Yeah, I would say ponytail. Absolutely. That's a good option for you. Or people use like hair nets on their beards. That keeps it up.
Great thing though is when you're noticing it before something really bad happens. If your beard's getting caught in things, we've had guys with them on drills. We've had guys on bench machines. So if whatever you're doing day to day, if all of a sudden you notice it's getting involved, do something before something really bad happens and you tape it into a box or something.
Yeah. No, Carlos, I've not tried T. Hanley. The company has reached out to me, and I did not like their approach. I'm not a big fan of the owner either. He's a huge online personality, millions of subscribers on YouTube. So no, I have not. Who? Pena. All right? Jupena?
Oh, that's how we pronounce it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Jupena.
Okay, we got a continued one here. Can a butter-containing bird oil cause your beard to feel stripped after washing? Use that yet? No. There's probably a different factor that's going on with you, Scott. That should not be the case. What is your, I feel like I'm giving negative feedback here, but what is your opinion on Beard Struggle? The most disgraceful company I've ever interacted with. And that's not like I heard this or I saw this. My personal interactions with them were absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So no. Yeah, absolutely, man. That was a fantastic talk. Fantastic talk. I always welcome anybody. Has the mayor made a video with your Aberlite process?
Yeah, we have one out there.
Yep.
I think
Look
it's
up
like short beard routine.
Yeah, or if you look up mayor's beard routine, it'll pop up. Are you a Dapper Dan man, Oliver? Oh, okay, that's not me. Talking about pomade. I'm like, I'm a Dapper Dan, but what percentage of new beard companies succeed over the long term? An extremely small amount. Unfortunately, to be real, I see far more companies that close their doors in 3 years than they leave them open. I see even less than that succeed and make positive profits. Most new beard companies turn into a hobby. They do it for love, for passion. They do it for maybe a little bit of side hustle, maybe a little bit of money, maybe some just self-worth to feel value in a part of the community and kind of a big figure. But most of them do not make it. What is the main reason? Money and marketing intelligence. Those would be the two biggest things. The mayor and I actually talk about this on a daily basis. We see companies that have amazing owners, amazing products, and it just kills us with the lack of marketing, with the lack of like the sense of the industry that we get to see from a unique perspective. Those would be the two biggest things. But Joe, I would say the number one thing that stops companies from being successful is money, is funding, is the ability to invest in their company. The saying is 100% true. It takes money to make money, right? You need to get bigger equipment to scale. You need to have that understanding. So I would say knowledge and money are the two biggest things. Most of them do not get beyond that hobby phase. It can happen though. There's multiple companies that I started with from the beginning that are now multi-million-dollar a year revenue companies. So it 100% can happen. What are your thoughts on rice water washing your beard? Fantastic. Rice water is very similar to rice bran oil, actually. And women in Asia have been using that for not hundreds, but thousands of years. It's great for your skin. It's great for your hair. Yeah, I don't know what about the beard and washing it would do, but it's good for it. I can tell you that. Dan, a lot of guys like myself seem to include using the paddle brush. Yes, I've used it, paddle brush. I absolutely hate it with a passion. It does not work for my beard. Anytime somebody asks me about it, I go search heat in layers for beards, and then I link the mayor's video and I send them. The mayor loves the paddle brush.
I think it has to do with the length and what I'm trying. I can pick up my whole beard and get underneath it right here. It wouldn't do a thing for you.
Yeah, I think Eric with an A, if he's still in here, I think Eric uses one. So I've seen big, dense, thick beards that use them. I just can't, man.
Everybody's got their own technique and style.
Yeah.
You know, the way to get there.
Nice, Mark. Yeah, I loved that set, man. That was a really good one. Bearded Mountaineer, I did way back in the day. I haven't in probably 2 or 3 years. I don't know why you guys keep bringing up these ones. Essentially, I have not liked the interactions with the company, so I've had no interest of trying them again. So, yep. All right, let's see what we got here. Is there a normal to lose beard hairs after 3 months? You'll lose beard hairs every single day. So Simon, understand that all of the hairs on your entire body will always shed naturally going through a growth cycle. So you are probably losing, no, actually, you are losing them before that point. Some growth cycles are 2 weeks long, and you just probably don't notice it when they're shorter. So yes, you lose arm hairs every day. You lose head hair if you have head hair. You lose back hair. That's just the part of life. Going through great questions, guys. Piggyback question, last one. Should I use a rubber band at night?
If you don't have to, I wouldn't, right? The less you have that grabbing your hair, the better, but...
Yeah, I don't see any situation why I would recommend that unless it's like costing you sleep or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. Update in case anybody's wondering. A light-bodied beard butter is working excellent for midday replenish. Awesome, Ruben. He asked about that on the show. More details on the beard struggle bag interactions? Nope. I'm just going to share that my personal interactions were very disgraceful. Yeah, downright disgusting, but nothing that I would share. It's actually embarrassing of them for me to even share. I would just say that they went very personal, very, very, like, tried to be hurtful with it. So, yeah, that's all I got on those ones. If you want to ask Scuba, check out his videos. He can give you more info on his interactions. Do gray beards require different? Yeah. So, Brian, you generally want to go for thicker oils for the most part. I still recommend a healthy rotation. Work in some thin and medium oils. But things like castor oil, like olive oil, like meadow foam seed oil, those should be staples of your beard care with the gray hair. And I do have several videos on that. We even brought in our old friend Jim on a video, and he talked about his experience with a gray beard. So, yeah. All right, pronounce it like Pienya.
Pienya.
Man, I did not do well in Spanish, guys. So, yes, I cannot.
Were you asked to leave like I was? I was asked to
No.
leave. I got pulled to the office.
Oh.
Told that I couldn't be in French anymore.
Oh.
Because I was obnoxious.
Jeez. Mayor, do you have a mustache trim video?
No, not at all. I did do a trim. I think in the beard routine, one of the beard, I just do kind of like a fast little like scissor kind of catch up as part of that beard trim.
Michael, pineapple, all I'm going to say, my friend, is stay tuned very, very soon for a collaboration. So, yeah, stay tuned, man. We will go, more than that. Brad, the Bradical beard, I have heard of them. I have never tried them. I don't know much about them. I've talked to the owner once. Seemed like a nice guy. I know it's a veteran-owned company, so thank them for their service. But that's all I have. Yep, so Eric says he uses that paddle brush when he's blow drying. That's what I thought. Yeah, absolutely. Are you familiar with an ingredient called panthenol? I've researched it, and it isn't uncommon in washes, but not oils. I'm asking this company something. Not off the top of my head, no. Nope, I'm okay admitting that.
Yeah, I don't know for a fact, but I feel like it's in dandruff shampoos. It's like a cooling agent or something like that. It's like a menthol kind of substance.
The end part of it would lead you to believe that, yeah. So, no, I don't know. What's better, a big round brush or a small? Depends on
application.
Yeah, depends on the situation and the personal preference. Yep. All right, should we all know who he is behind the scenes? Don't want to give money to a bully? Shouldn't we all know who he is behind the scenes? Don't want to give money to a bully. If you're asking about Beard Struggle, it's just super simple. Don't give them money. That's the easiest way I can share that one. If you watch their ads, if you look at their company's website, most of you are going to get a feel for it, and it's not. If you watch this channel, it's likely not going to be your vibes. That's the best way I would put it. I think, and I will say, if you look up BeardTube Beard Struggle, you'll find several videos that Scuba's made that's just, he's full out laid it out on there. I just don't want to bring them a lot of attention. That's why I've never made a video on them. And they have like I think they have right now, get this, they have over 6,000 ambassadors for their company.
Wow.
So yeah, they have a lot out there. Yeah, I know Nicholas loves the BABC, the Bad Donkey Beard Co. When they have a great brush, it's just like yours, but it's wooden bamboo bristles.
Huh.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I've never tried it though, but it does look cool. All right. Let's go ahead and pop back here, guys. I do want to go back to the beginning real quick because we have people that did not see this, and that would be the accelerator dropped tonight. It is a pinned comment in the chat. Essentially, this has been about 6 to 9 months of real research of finding the oil blends, the oil ratios that are going to give you a chance to fill in patches. That's the basis of this. It's not magic. It's not guaranteed. It really will just simply give you that chance. Castor oil, rice bran oil, peppermint oil, lavender essential oil, all of these are USDA certified organic, and they all have actual studies, peer-reviewed journals that go with them. So if it's something that you are looking to fill in a spot, looking to get a spot more dense, a spot thicker, this could be an option for you. My advice is to apply it at night. I'm going to do a full video on this likely next week, but we wanted to go ahead and get this out here as they go through. And yeah, there are ambassadors, absolutely. Lots. Some companies have lots and lots of ambassadors. And if you don't know what an ambassador is, essentially a company sends you free products, and from the free products, they expect you to promote their company. And that's all it is. They don't usually get paid. It's just simply they get free stuff and then they post about you online kind of deal. And so, yep. Hey, Anointed, welcome on in, guys. All right, let's hit this next one.
This is Simon C. I am 24 years old and I've been growing my beard out for the first time in about 3.5 months. I am blonde, so never thought I could grow a beard. So this is the first time I let my beard get past about 2 weeks of growth. My beard is around an inch or so of growth on my neck and under my chin, but my cheeks don't seem to be filling in. I've got a bit of a mustache and a soul patch, but I have some patchy spots in the front of my chin. I have some long, darker hairs in my face around my jawline, but further up my cheek, I only have short blonde hairs. I'm curious if that is vellus hair or if that's terminal hair that just hasn't had enough time to fill in. If it's vellus hair, is there a chance it will turn into terminal hair? What I really want to know is if I have gotten 3+ months and my cheeks haven't filled in, is there any chance that they will fill in with more time? Or is this just what I was destined to be able to grow? Any advice you guys can give me would be great.
Awesome, Simon. Great write-up, man. I do want to highlight this real quick here. Jason said, I've been using peppermint castor oil since I started growing 3 months ago, right, with that video that I suggested, and my beard growth took off. This stuff can be real. It's not everybody, but I haven't heard a no from anybody yet.
Right.
I've not heard somebody that said, I did not experience a positive growth. I'm just going to let people speak for themselves there. You guys see this? I'm telling you, this new blend is even better and more practical than the castor oil peppermint oil. So just something to consider there. That rice bran oil is an absolute game changer, and lavender is just as effective as peppermint oil. Just something to consider there. This is so cool. We got people connecting and seeing where they were from in the chat. Very cool, guys. Keep that up. All right. First off, Simon, you are 24 years old. Let's please, that's a huge, huge thing here. 24 years old, and essentially he's worried about patches.
Yeah, and just for the guys, vellus versus a terminal hair. What are we talking about?
Vellus is, it's especially used in like the minoxidil community.
Okay.
Essentially, it's new growth of hairs, and oftentimes they will shed, and then they may not come back. They're not fully rooted and becoming like real.
Part of the
yeah,
team.
exactly.
Okay.
So they're like baby hairs that have a chance to become a part of the team. And so that's what he's asking about here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Simon on this one. And Simon, again, 24 years old. He says, will this have a chance to fill in? If they do come in, will there be a chance to be real hairs? Simon, let me give you a kind of roundabout answer here. Yes. You are so young, man. You do not reach your peak beard genetics until your late 30s, early 40s, depending on you and your genetics. You have a lot of time to grow. You have a lot of time to fill that in. Now, if you were like, Dan, I need to speed that up, man. I want to get it going. I genuinely would say give the accelerator a try. You are the exact type of person that this really could do a lot for. With that said, if you wait, do I think it will fill in? Yes, 100%. You have great growth where you have the hairs right now. I do believe that they will fill in.
Yeah, just great overall question of, is this my beard after 3.5 months? And the answer is going to be no, especially at your age. You're just like getting started, and as you let things go, will more growth appear? Will you kind of notice it? Absolutely.
And as Flag said, looks great. And either way, you look really, really good right now.
But a fair question too, guys. A lot of times, they're new to the beard world, and they're like 3.5 months in, and they don't see anything happening. Is this it? And no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a huge, long process.
And Speedo the Guido, that was actually a huge staple of Beyond Bearded. You can go back and watch those episodes. He had like how many in a row that the start
Probably did
was
the first 10 shows.
Yeah.
With a cologne.
So go check those ones out. You can get his opinion, his feedback. He actually had Instagram involved in picking them and stuff. And then it just kind of,
We just moved forward.
the attention just, kind of faded on it. So check those ones out. Be happy to do that. But Simon, man, beard looks great. It will fill in. But absolutely, the accelerator could be something for you. And thank you for sending in, man.
All right, this is Clover Team. First off, big thank you to you and the community for all the advice, help, and encouragement, and support all you give. One thing I quickly learned is that you probably seem to have far too many bad beard days than good ones. We are our worst critic after all. I often look back at videos, social media posts, etc., and think, hey, that was not as nearly as bad as of the day as I thought it was at the time. I guess it probably has a lot to do with staring in a mirror, right? I have 3 questions, but I want to preface them by saying that I have not trimmed up lines, cut strays, or anything like that for a little over a month now, because I wanted to sort of see where things go. Typically, I would shorten the sides just a bit to get a little V or U shape going on. These are the current front and side pictures attached. 1. With regards to my mustache, you can see it's getting over my upper lip a little bit. The Wife has not complained yet. I would like to keep it straight or almost straight down. Do you have any tips for straightening and styling? Trimming and in a particular dealing with outer edges, which are longer, that tie down the beard. 2. With regards to hair under the lip, will gravity eventually help it lay down? Are there any training or styling trimming tips for that? What do you suggest here? And 3, with regards to my neck, the middle of the neck hardly grows at all. All of the sides in the other hand will grow quickly. I like having a straight line down the sides extending from the sideburns down straight, and when that part of my neck gets too thick, it just doesn't look good. Are there any drawbacks at this point to keeping that trimmed very short so it looks neat and more defined? On a last note, I would love to go visit a professional barber at some point so far, but have not found anyone in my area with beard expertise. Supercuts or the local beauty salon is not going to touch my glorious beard.
All right, Clover, let's take a look at your beard, man. Thank you for being here. And let's go ahead and take a look at the beard. Anointed, great question. I actually have a video about the derma roller. I do believe that could help accelerate the accelerator. It is worth a shot. Check that video out first and then see if you think that'd be a good fit for you. All right, Clover. Awesome beard, man. And I do have to say first, guys, if you guys are into firearms and firearm safety and firearm coaching, Clover has a great YouTube channel all about that. I join his live streams. I watch his videos. Very professional, very, very educational. So if that's something you're into, Second Amendment, U.S. kind of person, firearms, great YouTube channel. I know he didn't ask for that or wouldn't want that, but just want to make sure I threw that out there. Okay, let's address the questions. Mustache. Going over my lip, the wife has not complained yet. I would like to straighten her straight down. Do you have any tips for Stan? I'll let you take this one, Mary. What do you think on the mustache?
Yeah, you know, to me, with the length of your beard, I do think your mustache is a little bit long. I tend to use a good pair of scissors for my mustache, and I try to keep it not a perfectly straight line, because if you do it too straight, it looks kind of, you want it to be natural. But I'll go through and I kind of just lift my head up and hit those.
Gravity eventually help lay it down. Is there any transit? Mary, I'm gonna hit you again
All
on
right.
this one, under the lip here.
I love that you asked that question. Yes, have patience. Try to apply as little heat as possible, because a lot of times, I don't know if you didn't say if you're doing heat, but I fried some of these guys, you know, because they were flipping out and flying out. But long story short, they are going to be some of the last guys to fall into place. You do need gravity. You're going to use them. You're brushing them in a way that's going to fill that area in, and just give it some time, and gravity will do that. Oil, water, styling, but don't overheat them or anything like that.
And then with regards to my neck, the middle of my neck hardly grows at all. The sides will grow real quick. I have like a straight down line extending from the sideburns. Is there any drawbacks to this point to keeping that trim short so it looks neat? No. It sounds like you fully understand the growth pattern. You fully understand the style and look you're going for. At this point, at this style, no drawbacks whatsoever. You're doing good there. Now I'll kick the last one to the mayor too. He wants to look for a beard barber. He has not found any. Do you know of anywhere where somebody could learn about an experienced beard barber?
We have a Facebook group called Command's Corner. One of the features of that and the featured tiles is a beard barber map where guys can either send in good experiences they've had, but we then track it onto a U.S. map. You can click the globe and look around, and absolutely, we don't guarantee how close they are to you, but as it continues to grow, as that Command's Corner Facebook community grows, hopefully we'll get something in your area.
Absolutely. And I agree. I love when the actual pictures don't match up with what all of us will hear the description, we'll form a thought in our head. They're like, oh, wow, it's not that. Tyler, we have our Dukes, but then we also tried, I'll show you here real quick. We also tried these Jack Links bars, and good flavor. Not our favorite texture, but pretty good flavor on those. All right, awesome, Clover, man. Thank you for sending in here. A little bit behind, but yeah, use heat. Yeah, I assume so with that beard. So, but we'll cut back that area a little bit. All right, beautiful. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? All right, keep it moving. Thank you, Clover.
All right, this is Brad M. I've been growing out my beard for about 3 years now since I turned 20, but after the business beard stage, the hairs on the sides and the chin seem to stop, and I only notice growth in one area on my neck, making it uneven. I've been considering beard supplements, vitamins, to see if it'll jumpstart to help in those areas. Any ideas?
I promise, guys, I did not save these. I did not ask people to send in. The growth and the spots, it was just truly random for tonight's show. And then let's see Brad's beard here. Awesome, man. All right, so he was saying, I think specifically about his neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so an area on his neck here. Brad, I could not tell anything from your neck, right? When you look at this side profile, man, it looks thick, it looks full. But if you know it's there, right? If you if you feel like that's happening, can vitamins help? Yeah, absolutely. That's just going to help aid it. Could something like the accelerator help? Yeah, absolutely. I would say general rule, just try to be as healthy as you can. As long as you're healthy, you're following the healthy habits for beard care that's laid out on this channel, it's going to give itself the best chance to be able to grow in healthy-wise. But when I look at your beard, I don't see any outward concerns of beard growth.
Something to consider is going to be, I feel like it might not be significantly an imbalanced growth if you look like a heated brush or something like that to get that straight and kind of look at your growth. That reminds me of when I wake up every morning and I tuck a pillow underneath my chin and it kind of goes like that little comma mark. Just, you know, to get a fair assessment, something to consider is using a heated brush and brushing it down and getting it straightened. Or just if you have a blow dryer, trying to put some heat there to get a fair look at that.
Yeah.
Just like you would do before a trim or something.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with Mark there. I don't think it actually any of this has to do with the growth that he was asking about. I think it's more so just the styling. I think it looks healthy. I think it looks good. But yeah, just get some heat on there to balance out the styling aspect of it. For me on the outside, it doesn't seem like there's even an imbalance of growth to that. It just looks like a cowlick, like a styling it thing. So yeah, man, it looks good.
I would consider, like with your mustache, you could probably even up or bring it up over the lip as it's growing in. Or just style, you know, again, working on the styling slightly.
Yep, looks good, Brad. Oh, hey,
There
did
we
not
go.
know that was the end. Awesome, you guys. And we usually like to get out of here about 10:30 for you, and then for us to get back to our teaching gig for now.
We've
That's
been going
right.
through that. I mean, I told you, I sent Dan a message the other day. I'm like, I can't believe like you're done with like teaching, and it's sad, but I totally get it. You know,
Yeah.
I see both sides of it, but it's a hard thing to know.
For sure. There's waves that hit me. I told the mayor I'll have her, like yesterday, rocked out a lesson, man. It was sometimes as a teacher, it just comes together where the kids are giving feedback that prove they learned. You're throwing humor out there. You launch a project that they're excited about. They dive into. It was like bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, man, like I really like this. I'm really good at this. But then some other stuff happens. You're like, I don't love that. And then a company's like, hey,
Right.
I want you to come out to this place. And I'm like, ugh. So it's the right move. There's no second guessing. But does that mean that there's not bittersweet aspects? There are. There really are. So it is pretty crazy to think about that. But I will say one of the biggest factors for me, and this is serious, sounds silly, sounds petty, is being able to stay up later for live streams and not have to worry about having enough sleep to function the next day. So I don't know if you guys know this or not. It has nothing to do with the pop or anything. I don't drink pop on Mondays, but it's hard to get ready to sleep after these streams. Like
To come down and then come back up.
yeah.
That's why I started with that morning exercise thing. I was so grumpy, especially mornings after lives with my family. I just needed to figure out how to put more gas in the tank. It was not about weight loss. It wasn't about anything but like conditioning myself to have basically 2 jobs.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Brian, the oil can be found with the details on the screen right now. It is from Alley Cat, and it has the discount code DanC10 on there. It is a pinned comment in the chat right now. So if you want to hop on that and give this a look again, very fair, probably way too fair of a price. We're probably selling this for way too little compared to other similar products on the market. But sincerely, this was not a sales launch. This was not some crazy. We just think that it really could help people out. I really do believe that. The research is there. The anecdotal evidence of people in this chat right now sharing their experiences there. So you could find this on Alley Cat, Accelerator. DanC10 is your discount. So that would be the final ones. Question, Sam C, can we expect your first video? Sam C. Oh, I'm hopefully talking about me, Russ, there. Sam's not going to likely be on the new channel. That one's going to be all me. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys there. But my first video should be either the last week of May, if I'm feeling froggy, or it'll be mid-June. So we will see. It just depends if I want to launch it during my teaching career or after my teaching career. There's pros and cons to both sides. So it will be soon. It will be soon. Daniel, it's on the screen right now. It is an oil that I've been researching for over 6 months on the best blends and ratios and ingredients to give you a chance to fill in beard patches. It's not going to make your beard necessarily grow faster. It's not going to be magic, anything like that, but it can give you a chance. So just something to consider. Yes, I do recommend using it if you want the real results, using it daily. And I do believe your best results would happen at night. Using it at night. So something to consider. Guys, girls, if you have more questions, please email me. Please message me on Instagram. I would be happy to discuss in detail on the personal level there as well. And if you want more information, I will likely have a video next week on this. That's the plan, at least. I started taking notes today, getting the plan ready for everything. All right. Mayor, we need people to send in next week. We had the perfect amount of entries today. Like, perfect. But next week, we need new people to help. We need you guys to help other people. How do people send in, Mayor?
beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Send an email highlighting a couple great examples tonight. Highlighting your questions, anything that's going on, and then a front picture of your beard, a side picture, and maybe anything like zooming in on what you're, if you have a problem area.
Absolutely. All right, guys, girls, if you did not hit a thumbs up on the way out, if you enjoyed your time, if you could, that would mean a lot to us. Other than that, we hope you guys have a great week. As always, got a review video dropping Friday, have a new video Sunday morning. The mayor has his show Sunday nights, Beyond Bearded, 9 p.m. Eastern. Give it a chance. Go check out what the mayor's got to drop in there. New segment this Sunday that I'm excited about. You'll have to be there to see what it is. But other than that, you guys, hey, enjoy your day. Enjoy your week, and reach out to us anytime you guys need anything. Take care, guys. Stay bearded. Stay positive.